I received the package. A mystery package from UPS. I have no idea what this is, but I have a sneaking suspicion it's something to review. So everybody has their favorite tool for opening things. Mine just happens to be the good old Klein snips. Little Klein linesman snips. We'll open up this package that they seem to have done a really good job of sealing up here. What do we have here? It's a, it looks like a Bluetooth speaker. It says here it's a Bluetooth conference mate, portable near-field communication enabled Bluetooth speakerphone. Wireless, portable, rechargeable Bluetooth near-field communication enabled. Take calls and play music. Let's try it out. So first, we're going to open up the package. This thing's sealed up still, brand new. So it's still got the seals on it, factory sealed. It's factory sealed in more places than one. You want to make sure that nobody's going to pilfer these things. Seal them up on 3 sides. Okay. Get the unit open, and there it is. It's a speaker. Sit it on the desk. Comes with a USB power supply. Don't even know if this thing's got a battery in it yet. Haven't got that far. Maybe we'll read the instructions and see what this thing does. But we have a power adapter. We have a micro USB cable, which is good. That means you can use your phone charger on it too. We have the dreaded instruction book. It says English only. I wonder if this is going to be real English or Chinglish. Let's take a look at this and see what the specs are on this thing, and then we'll fire this thing up. So here's what the specifications are from the box. It says take or make phone calls with, and when you're done with your conference calls, listen to music from a Bluetooth enabled device. Sleek design in a small package, easy to use with simple capacitive touch controls. Passive bass radiator for full deep bass. Dual high quality omnidirectional microphone array so you'll be heard. It has a USB rechargeable high power lithium polymer battery. DSP for noise cancelling and echo suppression gives you high quality audio with a wireless portable speaker. It's got a 2000 milliamp hour lithium polymer battery. It says playback time up to 10 hours. It has 5 watts of power, so we would expect that it would sound respectable. It looks like it's even got an audio input jack on it, and of course Bluetooth. So let's take a look at the unit itself, and we look on the side of it here, and we do indeed see that it has the USB port for charging. It has an audio input, and it's got some controls on the top. First, we'll remove the protective wrapping from the power adapter, and we'll plug the power cord in and turn on the power. And we'll plug the unit in, and the charge light comes on. I'm going to let this thing recharge for a few minutes while I read the book, and then we'll pair it up with a phone and see how it works. Having charged this thing for a while, I think it's time we can point out what the controls are. Obviously that one mutes the microphone, volume up and down, and that one's to answer calls. Now on the side, we've got a 3.5 millimeter audio input jack. We've got our charge port, which can also power it, and we've got our 3-position power switch. The 3-position power switch is as followed. Off, that's on, and this one is pairing mode. To pair the phone, or to pair to your phone, there are 2 ways to do it. One, you can open up your phone, and you can select Bluetooth, and you can search for it. Okay, there we go. Had to select the right mode. I can select Conference Mate, and that will pair it. And it is now connected. So now I switch it to on, and I should be able to make and receive phone calls from here, as well as open up music. So if I open up music, and we'll see if I can play. Here we go. Yes, it's playing through here. If I turn it up, and I can also control the volume from my phone. Now it's not stereo sound. It's just one speaker on the bottom here. It's actually not bad sound. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just stop this thing from playing. It's going to stop. Okay, we'll shut this all down. Clear. Okay, this is an Android BlackBerry. In case you guys don't know, this is the BlackBerry Priv. This is a full Android phone. So I'm going to go into the Bluetooth settings again, and I'm going to remove the device so that this device is no longer. Got to clear it out of here, get it out so that it's no longer paired. So I've now forgotten the device. I'm going to try and pair it again. So we turn the device back on into pairing mode, and this time I'm going to pair it using the near field tap it. So I swipe down from the top, and it should have a near field on this thing. Near field, here we go. So I go into my near field. My near field is on. So I should be able to just tap the phone like that. And it says, you're about to pair with the Bluetooth device Conference Mate. Do you wish to continue? And that's it. And it's done. And then I can switch this back. So now, if I make a phone call, let me see if I can answer it. Let me go grab my other phone, and I'll phone myself. So now I'm phoning my phone, and if I want to answer it, I should be able to just press that button. And now, hello, you see? I got my old classic phone here. Hello. And I can hear myself through the phone.
Hello.
And now, yes, I can hear my own voice. Cover up the phone here. I can hear my own voice coming back. It's actually quite clear. As a Bluetooth speaker, hands-free speakerphone, it actually works quite well. To mute the microphone, just tap the microphone mute button. And now the person on the other end of the phone can't hear what you're saying when you're talking about them. Unmute it, and they can hear you. And to hang up the phone, just I think you just press the button. There you go. And that's all you do, and that hangs it up. And if you've got tunes playing, let's get some tunes playing again here. And now I'll phone the phone again and see what happens when an incoming call comes in. Oh, the phone's ringing. Hello there. Oh, hello. How are you? Goodbye. I was listening to some good tunes here, and you interrupted my music, so I'm going to hang up on you now. And that's it. It goes back to music. Now, what happens if someone phones you? And the phone rings. You press. And I've now just disconnected. And now you can hear my outgoing message on my phone. So I've now just rejected a call without ever having to touch my phone. Now you're taking a call, an incoming call. And you answer the call. And now you're done with your phone call and the other person hangs up. It should switch back to music automatically, which it does. So now, let's see what type of range I get. I'm going to walk away with the phone. Now we're going to see the type of range I get before the speaker cuts out. So I'm going to crank it up so that I can hear it. I'm going to take a little walk. They claim 33 feet of distance. I got about 20, between 25, or 22 and 25, pacing it out. Now, there was a couple walls between me and the speaker, so to be fair, over open terrain, you probably could get 33 feet. Let me walk out into my driveway. So you guys can see how far I'm actually going. I can actually make it almost to the street. Almost to the street before it cuts out. So let me go take a walk again so you guys can see actually how far I can make it before the sound cuts out on the phone. Another feature of the unit is if you've got your playlist loaded, you can just press the play button. And your music will start playing. So you can pause and pick up your music without touching your phone. So I think, based on what I've seen so far, it's not a bad little unit. But we want to see more than that. I want to see how this thing's built. So, in the name of science, we're going to take this thing apart and see what it looks like. Now, at first sight, this thing doesn't appear to have any screws on it, but you know what? I bet you they're underneath the feet. So let's peel this off. Yes, here are the screws. So let's remove the screws. I'm going to put this into its base here. I don't want to damage this unit because it's brand new, right? But I do want to see the construction quality. I may have to re-glue that down if it won't stick again. I do want to take a look at the build quality of this unit. As always, It's always good to see what you're getting, right? When you're spending your hard-earned money to buy something, it's always a good idea to know exactly what you're getting and see if the quality lives up to the hype. So, with that in mind, we remove the base. There we go. There's the speaker. And looks like everything's on this one little circuit board here. So let's remove the circuit board. We have a battery in here, which we're also going to take a look at. Here's our speaker, and here's our electronics. So let's get a look at the electronics as well. That's held in place by a couple of screws. We actually have two circuit boards in this unit. There's another one above it. So I've got to be kind of careful when I remove these screws. I don't want to damage it. There's another circuit board above it with a little flexible ribbon connector. So I kind of got to be careful when I remove this so I don't damage the other board. So as you can see, we have another board here. It's got an IC on it. I don't know I can't see any real easy way to get that board out. That one looks to be that it covers this whole area up here. Unless this comes off, but I don't think it does. I think what the top board is that's part of this whole top piece, and it's glued in place. This is the near field antenna for pairing the unit. But I don't think this top piece is going to come off. Oh, maybe it will. There we go. So the top piece does lift off. It's just kind of glued in place. Double-sided sticky tape is what's holding this in place. There we go. So there's the circuit board there with our contacts for when you tap the buttons. So there's our near field antenna. And it's connected by a ribbon cable. I'm just going to try and pass the other board through it here just so I don't disconnect anything. Okay, here we go. So we've got our main controller board, complete with a couple of ICs on it. This looks like this is probably the Bluetooth antenna. The Bluetooth module is right over here. That's the Bluetooth module. And we have a near field antenna on it as well. And a couple of ICs. And just to show you that the thing is still functional, if I turn it on, it should continue to play. Which it does. We'll turn it back off here. Okay, so that's the unit itself. It actually looks to be quite well built. I'll give you guys a close-up of the little circuit board here. Surface mounted technology. I don't find any fault with the construction. It really looks to be quite well put together. It does not have any BGA mounted parts on it, thank God. I don't see anything that looks to be very shoddy. Everything actually looks to be quite well made. and I'm quite impressed with this this unit on first inspection here. I think this is probably not a bad little unit. So yeah, if you guys are looking for a nice little Bluetooth speaker, might want to take a look at one of these. It looks to be well built. I'll give it a thumbs up. You know, I usually am. If I see something that's crap, I'll tell you it's crap. But from looking at this, just from the quick look that I've done on it so far, and I haven't obviously done any destructive testing on this or just tear it apart. But from the looks of things, it doesn't look to be that bad. Saying that, I think I will put it back together before I break it. So let's put the boards back together here. We'll get the PC board back in place. That board back in there like that. And then we have our other board at the top face that will go back on the unit like that. I'll reattach my power circuit board. We can take a look at it's the size of the battery. So the battery is held in place with a little clamp. And there's the battery there. Get a close-up of that. It's a 2000 milliamp hour 3.7 volt. There you go, there's the battery. See, they put some hot snot on here to keep the wires in place. Unit back together, drop the screws in it, and we'll test it and make sure that I didn't damage it. Good as new. Make sure there's no marks on it. Looks to be in pretty good shape. One final test. There's one thing I just noticed about it is that when you get an email notification, it actually mutes the music momentarily, and you get your notification as I just received the notification. So it does do that. Let's see what happens if I send myself a text message from my other phone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send myself an email. So I'm just going to send it now. Yeah, we just heard it. Okay, so I just received an email and you heard it go ping. So we know that it does interrupt the music when you receive an email. We'll try a text message and see what happens. Okay, I'm now going to send myself a text message if I can figure out how to send this phone. Okay, I just sent a text message.
Text message.
Okay, so now we know what it does. It's just like the speaker on your phone. When I sent it a text message, it said, woohoo, text message. So that's one thing that you should keep in mind, is that if you want to listen to uninterrupted music and you don't want your notifications and so forth coming through this speaker, well, it's going to do it. There are other devices, my BlackBerry Music Gateway, for example, that I use to listen to music on my stereo. I don't get my notifications. I can stream my music from my phone through my home stereo. I don't get the notifications on it. But that is just a music streaming only device. This device is a Bluetooth speaker, so it can play music, and you can make your phone calls, and you get your notifications, and everything comes on this one device. So that's how that works. And I'm going to try, because it says it works with iPhone, iPad, Android, tablet, Mac, and Windows. It does not say it works with BlackBerry. So let's pair it to an old BlackBerry. Put this thing into pairing mode. This one's got touch on it too, but this is my old one. Okay, we're going to try and pair this with my old BlackBerry, which is a BlackBerry Z30. So I'm going to put it into pairing mode. I'm just going to go into my Bluetooth menu and see whether it will show up here. There it is, Conference Mate. I tap on here. And I say yes. And I'm now paired to the Conference Mate. And like before, let's play some music on this thing. There we go. This library of music, my company bought a whole ton of stuff when we were in the production business and spent a lot of money on this music from the Music Bakery over the years. Well, it was several years ago when we purchased it, but we bought a whole library of tons and tons of stuff. My former business partner, he was a bit crazy, and he would just go and buy everything. So, yeah, got some good stuff for my music, for my videos. And I can play this without having to worry about having any copyright strikes. Anyway, there you go. It paired with an old BlackBerry as well. So I think you can see that this thing will pair with any device. Thanks for watching.